2026 MLB Odds. Dodgers remain major liability after Skubal trade. 2026 MLB Odds. Dodgers remain major liability after Skubal trade, with the MLB trade deadline passing at 6 p.m. ET on Monday. Coupled with the calendar flipping to August, World Series odds are attracting more attention, including from one Caesars Sports customer who last week thought the Dodgers had the best chance to land Tigers ace Tarik Skubal. "We just took a $10,000 bet Friday morning on the Dodgers plus 175 to win the World Series," Caesars head of baseball trading Eric Biggio said.
Get ready for a fitness upgrade. Featuring cutting-edge technology and high-precision sensors and tracking on the free VSync app, the eTech City Smart Fitness Scale is your platform for success. The scale provides 13 essential biometrics, complete with helpful data graphs on the VSync app, all viewable on your personal profile. The scale handles all kinds of shapes and sizes and is safe for the whole family to use, at home or on the go.
Ready to order? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/9.
By Saturday night, that better was proven correct. Biggio and Caesars senior baseball trader Matt Torchia helped break down 2026 World Series odds and action as the regular season hits its final 2 months. This page may contain affiliate links to legal sports betting partners. If you sign up or place a wager, Fox Sports may be compensated. Read more about sports betting on Fox Sports. Skubal sweepstakes. As the trade deadline approached, Detroit was 7 games under .500. That put the Tigers fourth in the AL Central, and they trailed 7 teams in the AL wildcard chase, which meant the Tigers would likely be sellers, with Skubal the best piece to offer up by far. The left-handed ace could have walked as a free agent after this season, so Detroit almost assuredly wanted something in return. By Friday afternoon, the Dodgers were the frontrunner to nab Skubal. Late Saturday night, that came to fruition, and the Dodgers further strengthened as a favorite, moving from plus 175 to 150 in World Series futures odds. But Caesars, and likely many other sportsbooks, aren't that enthused about the prospect of a third straight Dodgers championship. "We're okay to the Dodgers on straight bets," Biggio said. "But what's been popular with bettors is including the Dodgers in futures parlays. That connected for a few of our players last year. I think there's gonna be some futures parlay liability with the Dodgers." The addition of Skubal only adds to oddsmakers' sweat on the Dodgers. Banking on Boston, a huge surprise over the past month plus is the resurgence of the Red Sox. On July 1, Boston was 37-48 and an afterthought for the playoffs. Then came a 15-game win streak, which comprised the bulk of a 22-run that actually began in late June. That helped take the Sox from 101 long shot to plus 1,800 10th choice in Caesars World Series odds then on Monday. As the trade deadline closed in, Boston made a deal with Baltimore to acquire catcher Adley Rutschman, filling a key need. So a team left for dead a month ago is now the plus 1,400 co-fifth choice to win the World Series. If the season ended today, Boston, 60-51, would be the second of 3 AL wildcard teams. A good amount of bets came in on the Red Sox at some decent numbers for the bettors, Biggio said. Not many got in at the peak of 101, but there are some tickets at 51 and 41. We're still okay to the Red Sox, though. They're a good story, and their playoff matchups would draw a lot of action. Red Sox-Yankees and Red Sox-White Sox would do a lot of business. And a Red Sox-Dodgers World Series, a repeat of the 2018 Fall Classic, won by Boston, would do massive numbers at sportsbooks. SOUTHSIDE ride arguably the biggest surprise of the 2026 MLB season is the White Sox sitting atop the AL Central at 59-52. 3. Only the Rays 64-44, Yankees 61-48, and Red Sox 60-51 have better records in the AL. So a team that opened at a massive plus 301 at Caesars is now all the way into plus 2,500. And plenty of bettors got on the White Sox at longer shot odds. "Our position on the White Sox is a pretty big red figure, and I imagine it's similar at other sports books," Biggio said. "All those $10 and $20 bets add up. The Chicago White Sox currently have a 57-51 record, Jeff Stelfox/Getty Images. Indeed, a $20 flyer at 301 would profit $6,000 if the White Sox lift the trophy. If you got frisky and put down $100, which surely some people did, that bet would profit $30,000. The Northsiders were busy at the trade deadline, too. The Cubs snagged starter Kevin Gausman in a Sunday deal with the Blue Jays, and also acquired starter Clay Holmes and reliever Ryan Zefferjon in trades with the Mets and Angels, respectively. In response, Caesars nudged the Cubs from plus 2,000 to plus 1,800, the co-7th choice along with the Phillies. However, even though the Cubs have taken the fourth most World Series bets, they aren't among Caesars' top 5 liabilities. Torquia pointed to a couple other teams that would blow up Caesars' bottom line in World Series odds, notably the Pirates and the Cardinals. However, both have work to do, on the outside looking in for an NL wildcard. Pittsburgh is a dead-even 57-57, 3.5 games out of the third and final wildcard slot. Louis is 56-57, 4 games out in the wildcard. Pittsburgh opened at plus 150,000, 151, to win the World Series and remains a long shot now at plus 100,000, but is certainly not out of it. Every year, they seem to do this, and they normally flame out, Torquia said. But this year, they've stuck around .500 and maybe could eke out a wild card spot. We'd take a big hit on the Pirates winning the World Series. As for St. Louis, it's not as much of a hit on the Cardinals, but it wouldn't be great for us, Torquia said. They've outperformed their expectations. And our customers were betting into the Cardinals because of the name brand and the big price. All that said, as noted above, the Pirates are still well down the odds board at 101, and the Cardinals are double that at plus 200,000, 201. Texas twosome, the top 3 teams in tickets and money in Caesars World Series odds are the Dodgers by far, then the Yankees and Mariners. New York is the plus 600 second choice to win it all, trailing only Lowe's Angels. The Yanks also made a notable deadline move, acquiring slugger Luis Garcia Jr. from the Nationals. Seattle, however, is trending in the wrong direction. On Friday morning, even with a 53-57 record, the Mariners were Caesars plus 1,600 co-7th choice. On Tuesday, Seattle is 55-50, 2 games shy of the last AL wildcard slot, and has slid out to plus 2,500. Torquia said Caesars is rooting for 2 of the Mariners' division rivals at this point. We'd like to see the Astros or the Rangers win the World Series, he said. Like Seattle, both Houston and Texas are hovering around .500, with the Astros atop the AL West at 58-56 and the Rangers tied with the M's at 55-58. But like the Mariners, the Rangers are backsliding. On Friday morning, Texas was plus 1,600 and leading the AL West at 55-54. Then the Rangers lost 4 in a row, including a sweep by the Astros in a 3-game weekend series, vaulting Houston into first in the West. That prompted Caesars to make yet another sizable move on the Astros, from plus 3,500 to plus 2,000 in World Series futures, while Texas tumbled to plus 3,500. Just 2 weeks ago, with a 47-50 for record, Houston could be had for plus 6,000, but the Astros are on an 11-2 run since then. Biggio agreed that Texas and Houston are both good for the book, but he's really looking for the least attractive matchup possible. I'm rooting for a non-sexy World Series, the most boring possible, the Brewers vs. The Rays, Biggio said. They both play the best fundamental baseball. I think the Brewers are very underrated. Biggio might just get that matchup. Tampa Bay, 66-46, has the Owls' best record and is the plus 1,400 co-5th choice in odds to win the World Series, joined by the Red Sox. Milwaukee, 69-43, has the best mark in all of baseball, just ahead of the Dodgers, 69-44. Caesars has the Brew Crew at plus 900, the third choice to win it all, trailing only the Dodgers and Yankees.